Jesus is called. Have you come to the end of the step? Do you thirst for a drink from the well? Jesus is called. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Leave behind your regrets and mistakes. Come today, there's no reason to wait. Jesus is calling. Bring your sorrows and trade them for joy. From the ashes, a new life is born. Jesus is calling. Oh, oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Don't want a Savior, isn't He wonderful? Sing hallelujah, Christ is risen. Bow down before Him, for He is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah, Christ is risen. Oh, what a Savior, isn't He wonderful? Sing hallelujah, Christ is risen. Bow down before Him, for He is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah, Christ is risen. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious blood of Jesus
So what if, in your mind of self-doubt, You have convinced yourself that this altar has no place for you. Because in the moments of your darkest minutes, hours, days, and weeks, you made mistakes that you refused to believe that any sort of light, any semblance of good may ever be able to leak in. So instead, you just sit there, completely still and quiet, ignoring any of the feelings that are currently surrounding you, closing in, squeezing, hoping to become invisible to those experiencing a true God in the seat in front of you, because you're not sure you believe anyone can love someone so wretched. And with each passing second, pleading this pastor's words are short and the exits are close, because slipping out now would force people to see you, your eyes, your hurt. So instead, you continually ask, shouldn't I pay for the debts I have acquired where my IOUs have become too many? Taking advance after advance from accounts that continually leave me empty, building a debt bigger than that of Kanye's, but not in paper, but with the piece after piece of my heart. You continue to live in the guilt of a lie, that the days and the nights you spent on the streets and on a computer in a darkened room, chasing complete satisfaction, something to fill that void and just make everything okay, has somehow given you a life sentence you can never recover. But my God doesn't give life sentences. He gives reprieves, pardons that don't seem to make sense to the world, paying for debts with his nail-torn hands, with each drip of blood representing his children. So you're not alone in this battle. We've all been stuck at sea with the waves crashing around us, praying not thy will be done, but for my will to be done. Each of us. So should I break it down to you just a little more? So you see, I was the sanctimonious believer, the one you see on Sunday morning all prim and proper, quoting biblical truths and theology with a smile and a hug. But watch me release a firing squad through Twitter, calling out those people that don't look like me, act like me, or love who I believe they are supposed to love. Because in all my Bible thumping and seminary speak, I forgot that Jesus that I profess and claim to my life didn't come into the temple, swords drawn and tongues spewing. Instead, he came in a whisper, with his arms spread unconditionally and a heart for those on the outside, simply saying, I love you. My theology said love one another, but I think I'm a little bit more comfortable with that conditional kind of love. You see, I was the chosen one, the one whose life was full of the dramatic and miraculous encounters with a true God, experiencing the power people spend years trying to feel. I stepped to the priest of Baal, 450 to 1 to be exact, to a fiery battle in which my God showed out with roaring fire from heaven above, but I doubted still. I lost perspective. I questioned if everything I knew about my God was real. I ran from it all. The doubt, the fears, the execution. You see, I was the person who each morning looked at myself in the mirror, not seeing a person looking back, but seeing the past that made my eyes a consistent shade of pink from the tears that continue to flow from them. The creases in my face look more like a roadmap to wrong decisions, rejection, and heartbreak. All of it telling the story of places I've been without an exit ramp in sight. Convincing myself that this was my life, allowing the paper ceiling I had built above my head to seem more like a cavernous cage, allowing my excuses to be stronger than my fight. So see, here's the why in all of this. My God says even when the fight gets hard, he'll fight harder. When your doubts get heavy, he'll squeeze tighter. Because my God says joy comes in the morning. So here's the good news for you. Today is day 3. The day it all changed. When he rose from the grave, and you did too. So in this moment, I say to you, come. Look around you. The sun is rising. A new day is dawning, and hope is emerging. Your sin and shame nailed to the cross of a king who took your past, your mistakes, your fears, your doubts, and set you free. So bring the brokenness, the doubt, all of it, because mercy is here. He is here. We are the redeemed. The creator of all knows your name, stands in your place on a cross we built. But today, he conquered all of that. So no matter how far you run, how often you falter, his arms are open wide. So come to the altar.
Hey, would y'all stand and sing this with us? Come on. No, come to blood